Well, I am so glad our next guest is here to celebrate my last day here at CFN Live because, like our audience, I've learned so much from him over the past 7 years. Joining us now with a very special In the Legal Know is Vincent J. Russo. And yeah, Vincent, today's all about retirement. So.
Well, congratulations
Thanks.
to you. And this is a celebration. And I've learned so much more from you than you've learned from me for sure, without a doubt. Believe it or not, we have spent 123 times doing our segment In the Legal Know. 123. That's quite an accomplishment. And I saw in the beginning of the show today, all the people you've interviewed. I mean, what an experience.
Yeah.
Meeting all of those individuals and what they've done for our community.
And, it's been so much fun, and everybody's so informative, and you leave every day inspired. I always say that, and I truly do, at what people are doing and sharing their faith and strengthening my faith. So, yeah, it's been wonderful.
How wonderful.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about retirement?
Well, I don't know. You know what? Because of everybody, all my friends knowing, and a lot of my friends are retiring at the same time, many considering it. That was the big discussion at the beach on Sunday was, I don't know if I can, how do you know you've saved enough? That's, that's the number one question is, have I saved enough to, maybe live another 30 years?
That's right.
Yeah.
And we have to project a long life because we're all living longer. Right. And that is the number one question. And it's really helpful to do what I'll call a financial forecast, a cash flow forecast of how you can afford to live in your retirement years, okay? So the couple things you would think about when you're trying to figure that out. One is, what's going to be my income flow? Social Security, am I going to be receiving distributions from my retirement accounts? What do I have in investments, and what kind of income's being generated? And then you think about, okay, are they generating enough income for me to be able to afford to live in the way I want to live, the lifestyle I want to have? Or am I going to have to make some adjustments? Am I going to have to adjust how I invest my assets to generate more income? Or do I have to reduce my spending expenses in some fashion? So it's a balancing act, but there are great online tools that can calculate that cash flow analysis. Or, as I suggest, a financial advisor to come in, and it really can give you peace of mind that, yes, I can afford to retire, I can afford to live the way I want to, or, yes, I'm be realistic, maybe I have to modify my lifestyle in some way. But it all can work.
It can work, especially with special advice. And yeah, it's not just, as you're saying, it's just not just about the savings. There's a strategy to all of this. Yeah.
Yeah, so... but bottom line, I think that's the first step.
Okay.
Get an understanding, feel comfortable about how you're going to live in your retirement years.
Okay. Now, last week you were here and you were talking to Jackie about wills, and that just I'm sitting over there going, oh wow, that was great information. And I know that I'm leaving work right now. I'm retiring. What about that? Getting your house in order right now. Like, it's a good time when you retire to say, okay, I need everything, all my documents and everything in order now. I know the will's important. What else?
Yeah, so I think that's a great next step, getting your house in order. All right, and I'll break it up to legal and then documents and organization. So on the legal side, there are 4 key documents here in New York. For example, everyone should have a will. It's a given. And then advanced directives, healthcare proxy and living will for healthcare decision making, and a durable power of attorney. So that's critical to have those documents in place. Some people will do a revocable living trust and a will instead of just a will, and I think that's a good extra step. And then organizing your documents and making sure you know where they are. All right, so we're talking about your insurance policies, the deed to your house, your birth certificate, marriage certificate, all critical documents that you should have in one place. in a safe place, and then share it with someone in your family just in case something happens.
Yeah.
They need to know where those documents are.
Yeah.
So I think that's a step 2 in getting your house in order.
So organizing all those, are there any tips on really organizing them?
Well, I think keeping it all in one place,
Okay.
all right? Don't lock it up in a safe box or a safe deposit box at the bank, because then people won't be able to get to it. There are organizers, binders that you can purchase that can help you do that, thinking through how you're going to keep everything together.
Okay. And actually, like, I rely on my husband, Tony, to do a lot of this stuff.
Right.
Like, now's the time to say, okay, you know, talk to your spouse. This is where this is, and your family members, where everything is.
Absolutely. And I like the idea of what I call the what if letter. And the what if letter is putting in writing a letter that says, this is what I have in legal documents. This is what I own. Here are the key people in my life that need to be in place if something should happen, like who's your doctor, for example. Very
right.
simple.
Yeah.
So a what if letter can be really terrific that you can pass on and give peace of mind to your family.
Extremely practical. And then, you know, the other decision, or what we're all talking about, are those big life decisions among our friends. Many are moving, many are relocating, some are trying to downsize. It's that, okay, you know, making that big decision right when you leave a job you love. Like, you know, maybe, I don't know what you've seen among some of your clients or your friends.
Yeah, I mean, all the time.
Yeah.
We've got clients who decide to move south or move closer to family or downsize, which is a big issue these days for people, especially on Long Island, where it's so expensive to live. Mm-hmm. So in that regard, it's very emotional.
It is.
You know, it's financial, but it's emotional. So I say to people, don't jump. Don't feel pressured that you've got to do something. A recent client of ours moved, and then 9 months later, they realized they hated where they moved to. And they thought it was a good decision, and then they had to reverse it. You know, so take your time, be thoughtful, speak to family. Decide what's really important to you. Is it living next to family members? Is it having warm weather? You know, what is it, or where the balance is, right? Yeah. And then circling back to that first step. All right, how's this going to work financially? Maybe that's going to help financially with reducing expenses by downsizing, for example, or moving to a location that is less costly.
So much, obviously, to consider. That's why I'm so glad you were here. I thank you for your 123 segments together. And, you know, your message has always been about family and protecting the ones you love, and obviously so important. So, Vincent, thank you.
Well, I have to thank you. You can't get away without that. All right? Because you are the true professional with such grace. You've addressed these issues and concerns that all of us have. The viewers have been blessed to have you.
Well, I appreciate it, and I've been blessed to sit here on this, share this couch with you many a week. So, Vincent, thank you so much.
Thank you.